wider material here. See that? All the way to the end of the jaws. And that's what it needs to get these scissors or these shears to work properly. Hi, so today we'll be looking at these Leatherman Raptors. I received this pair here from Leatherman after sending my original pair back because there was too much play in these between the jaws here in this pivot area, and that caused them to not be able to cut properly. But Leatherman hasn't actually repaired that issue. They've just sent a brand new pair to me, and this pair has the same problem. You can actually hear and see the amount of play there, and no amount of adjustment can correct the shortcomings that these here have. So I've got some nylon strap here we can cut through to test them out. So you see there, that's the issue we're dealing with. The jaws of the scissors here, they just want to spread apart, and it's not able to cut through. So you can use about maybe half of the scissors, half of the shears, but the other half is useless. Yeah, no good. I mean, yeah, you can go for a second cut, but why be satisfied with only using half of the scissors? You should be able to use the whole length. No good. Yeah, so this is the toughest stuff that I've been cutting, and yeah, it's I'm not impressed with that aspect of it. Now I've done a bit of thinking about how to rectify this problem, and I've come up with a solution, and I'll show that to you now. Okay, so what I've got here is a small thread, and I've bored a hole in the end of it and then soldered a small steel ball into the end of that. And this thread is this one here, number 640 UNF, and it's the same thread as what this screw here has. And the reason you need that is to fit into this side of the fixture. And that there, the purpose of that is to force these jaws apart behind this pivot as they close. And by forcing them apart behind, you're forcing them together at the front. And that allows you to use the entire length of the jaws. Yeah, I'll go and install that and then we'll demonstrate. Okay, now with this modification installed, you can see as you close as you begin to close the shears at this point here, the steel ball will engage, forcing the jaws apart behind the pivot, which causes the jaws to be forced together in front of the pivot and allows you to utilize the entire length of the jaws there. Oh, mistake there. Try some thicker, wider material here. See that? All the way to the end of the jaws. And that's what it needs to get these scissors or these shears to work properly. It shouldn't require modification on part of the user. It should come from the factory being able to do this. So disappointing showing from Leatherman in this instance. That the shears, the main selling aspect of the tool, doesn't actually work properly. Yeah, so unfortunate. Final thoughts on the tool. Would I recommend it? Absolutely no. It's a hard no from me. Handles are uncomfortable. The main aspect of the tools doesn't work properly without modification. It's a gimmick that it folds away. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You can fold it up and put it in its little pouch here. How's this go now? Oh, this way around, doesn't it? Yeah, that's cool and all. You can walk around with the little holster. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. I'd sooner go for a Fiskars, like a pair of Fiskars scissors with the torsion bar. They've actually gone ahead and engineered a solution into their product, where Leatherman haven't bothered, unfortunately. The best thing about these shears would be the external strap cutter. That's a cool, very cool and useful tool. If Leatherman came out with a tool that just had this, it was just this tool, like maybe this in addition to a blade, a single blade, and that would be something useful. But as it stands, the Leatherman Raptors, yeah, they're not impressive at all. So maybe you have better luck. If you do, that's great. Yep, that's all for this one today. Thanks for watching.